I realize that the city of Houston, the rural areas, the major cities all typically fall in line together, and the mayor is absolutely correct, being that I do this for a living. We have to play defense, we have to have the right team. But I'm not saying, or not speaking against the consulting firms that are in the city of Houston. I truly believe we have some of the most talented people in the city of Houston to work with this delegation. The mayor agrees with that. During the interim period, that's important to me. I was concerned about the process, and the mayor is going to address that. But I do support this. I think one of the concerns that's important moving forward with the legislative agenda are not so much just our issues, whether it's pension or whatever it is, Councilmember Kubash, in the big cities, but the smaller cities is where the fight will be, especially if they're chairing those committee sub and full committees. So it's important to have people who we believe can carry our agenda and help us on the defensive end. So therefore, I am going to support this agenda item, but I do look forward to hoping that some of the people from Houston have an opportunity to participate.
Councilmember Boykins, as we discussed yesterday, and as you very well know, having been a lobbyist, we hire the base team, and then once the committees are established, Lieutenant Governor-elect Patrick, and I'm assuming it will be Chairman Strauss again once they name their leadership team, then we begin to fill out the rest of our lobby team based on who's on what committee. That'll come after the first of the year, and there will be there is already in the contract a strong MWBE requirement, but it all depends on who has the stroke with the different committee chairs. Thank you. Councilmember Pennington.
Thank you, Mayor. Excuse me, there are a couple of things I wanted to mention. First of all, I understood from Mr. Caraway that last time we had the group had approximately 14 subcontractors, and I think that should cover the waterfront so the business is spread out. But one of the issues I know we get criticized in the media about, and they wonder why we don't do more cooperative projects with other jurisdictions. You know, there's Metro, there's the county, there's the other cities, there's the state, of course the federal. And one of the issues we've run into recently is that the city allegedly can't spend money on a federal highway for a noise abatement project that the state is paying the primary amount for. And so what I talked to Ms. Caraway about was to look at laws. I mean, we may need additional laws to do things. For control. I mean, we may need more laws for the jail or for the forensic laboratory. I certainly haven't had an inventory, but I think it's something that we ought to look at to be sure that the state law allows us to do cooperative agreements on things that we think we're likely to want to pursue. Would be a good time to do that. Thank you.
Councilmember, that's an excellent suggestion. I'm not aware of any impediments in state law to combine activities, but that's certainly something that we should be aware of. And in addition to coordinating with other jurisdictions in the area, the big cities in Texas, both the 8 largest cities and the next 7 as a group of 8 and 15 meet on a periodic basis, and the big cities, as I believe someone else said earlier, coordinate, because if it's a need in Houston, it is probably a need in Dallas. The only area we've been on our own is the area of pensions.
Well, I know, for instance, that Harris County has a Harris County road law that is unique to Harris County. It's not the same throughout the state, so it might be worthwhile to look at that. Thank you.
Councilmember Christie.
It's just another idea outside the box, but just and I'm going to vote for this. Johnson are a good group, but if we fail in the pension challenge, like Mr. Pennington said, what about next time? That's $757,000. They're in session 5 months approximately. You realize there's no better lobbyists than around this horseshoe. And we have contacts, liberal, conservative, governor, lieutenant governor. And why not put that money towards one day a week, half the board goes down there, another day half the board goes down. We could do better lobbying than any lobby that we can buy. And it's just an idea, because $757,000 you know, even if you stay overnight, it could cover your expenses. And I don't see anybody around this table that wouldn't do a good job in lobbying, not only the Houston delegation, but the rural areas and everything, because this is something we really need. And so just think about that maybe next time. But I think Johnson & Johnson would do a good job.
Councilor Ryan compelled to point out that covers not just the 5-month legislative session, but it is a 2-year contract and spread out over that time, because there are committee meetings, there's a lot of things that happen when the leg is not in session. And in a bad year, legislation may have a number of special sessions. Councilmember Boykins.
Thank you, Mayor. Let me just be clear again. I'm not a chiropractor, I'm not an engineer, I'm not a bailiff's bondman, I'm not a lawyer. This is what I do for a living. I support this project because it's good. And what the mayor is talking about doing, once the committees are selected, hopefully we will have some input and some good quality, talented people that can help push our agenda. And we have a lot of local firms, local small businesses, and I was really impressed. I talked to Kippy, and if I understood her correctly, I was glad to hear that the small subs that are selected will still have an opportunity to do work within the city. Because at one point they were talking about if you do work and you carry the legislative agenda, you cannot do further work, and I thought that was kind of shooting them in the foot, but that was removed, I understand. So that, if I understood her correctly, it'll give the subs an opportunity to grow to their capacity with their firm and gain experience. But in terms of once these committees are selected and putting the right people in, and Kuvash, Councilman Kuvash probably have a better relationship with, I know with Patrick and with Abbott, probably more than anybody around this horseshoe. And to have you as, and I'm guessing on that, Councilman, I'm not making that factual, but I think that you helping us in Austin would be valuable as well with the city's agenda. But I look forward to this process. I look forward to see what I can do to help with the agenda as well. And we cannot do it. You have to do this full time. We don't have time to do it full time. So you got to hire good consultants who know what's going on to carry this agenda.
Councilmember